Definitely a whole meal right here. Last night I had a dream about onion, cabbage, and ground beef and Italian sausage. In the dream, I made this wonderful recipe and I called it the cabbage bomb. So we're gonna see if I can make my dreams come true. In my dream, the cabbage was bigger. We're gonna season both the cabbage and the onion with some chicken broth or bouillon, just because the cabbage is gonna need some extra salt. Then some black pepper, a little more salt, of course some Old Bay seasoning, some paprika for color. We're gonna take a half a stick of butter, shove it in the onion. Then we're gonna take half of our meat mixture, which is 50% Italian sausage, 50% ground beef. We're gonna make a beautiful little bed here to set our onion in. A happy little nest for the onion. And we're gonna take the rest of the meat and cover everything else with it. We're gonna stick this in the oven at 375 for 2 hours. Of course, before we bake it, we gotta wrap it in tin foil. Let's find out together if my dream was a good dream or not. I'm sure people have made this before, but I dreamed it up and I cooked it. Smells good. All right, let's try a piece of this meat and a piece of the cabbage. Oh, wow. Oh boy, this is good, guys. The ground beef with the sausage mixed in and then everything cooked together. Oh yeah, my wife's gonna love this. It's delicious. Today, we're making something called an onion boil. I've never made this before, so we're gonna find out together if it's worth making. First things first, you get your onion. It's kind of a small onion, but it's all I had, so we're going small today. You're gonna cut off the top and the bottom and peel that sucker. Now you got your onion peeled, you're gonna wanna cut a little hole in the top, carefully. You could also use a spoon. Now you've got your hole hollowed out, you're gonna stick a half a stick of butter in there and smash it down in. And some over the top is just fine. Now we gotta season this sucker. And you pretty much can just throw anything you want on it. I think we're gonna start out with some salt and pepper. Too much salt, pepper, oh well. A little bit of paprika for color. And of course, you can't have a boil without Old Bay. Now what we gotta do is wrap it up, throw it in the oven at 375 for about an hour, and we'll see how it turns out. Put it on a pan so all the butter doesn't leak out. Supposedly this is best eaten with your hands. I haven't seen this yet. We're gonna find out what it looks like together. It shrunk. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's soft. We're gonna put all the goodness on top of it, maybe. There we go. Oh yeah. I should let it cool longer. Let's go. That's really good. Could use some more salt, but it's like sweet. buttery. Of course it's buttery, it has a stick of butter in it. Oh, like melts in your mouth. So this actually is really, really good. It would make a great appetizer or just a snack. Definitely with a fork though, because it was way hot. This is actually really good, guys. Every now and then I get some crazy intense cravings for a specific food. Today, it's homemade mayonnaise. I don't know, maybe I'm pregnant. And we're gonna do it a little bit backwards because I wanna try mixing all the flavors really good before I put the oil in. So we're gonna add 1 egg, about a teaspoon of lemon juice, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and I just eyeball it. That should do it. A tablespoon of red wine vinegar. That's about right. Then about a half a teaspoon of salt. That's probably too much. I'm gonna mix these together. Typically I'd throw my oil in right now, but I'm gonna mix this together without beating the egg too much. And now we're gonna add just over a cup of oil and hopefully it emulsifies. I'm using avocado oil. Hopefully this works. Now for the moment of truth. See if we got our ratios right. That is really good. Might need a tad bit more salt, but put this in the fridge, let it cool down. It'll be good for about 2 weeks. Tomorrow, I'm cooking cowboy beans. Yes, those kind of beans. Also, this is my favorite show ever. So that means tonight, we gotta start soaking them. Let me show you how we do it. When I buy my beans, I buy them in bulk, like bags of 25 to 50 pounds. And then you can store them like in a 5-gallon bucket. And this literally costs maybe 20 cents if you buy it in bulk. So you got your 4 cups of beans. You put it in water. You're gonna rinse them once. Then you're gonna dump this water out and fill this up almost full. Let it sit for about an hour. Then you're gonna dump that water out and fill it up again, then let it sit overnight to soak. So we're gonna dump this out. I like to use like room temperature water or lukewarm water to soak the beans. I think it helps it soak faster. This will be our first soak. Then after an hour, I'll show you the water and then we'll add some fresh water. After about an hour, your bean water is gonna look like this. We're gonna drain it, put some fresh water in it. Supposedly, rinsing your beans and putting fresh water in it makes you less fartsy. Now we're gonna add lots of water. We're gonna let it sit overnight, and these beans are gonna probably double in size. And that's how you soak beans. This is what the beans look like before soaking. And this is after 10 hours of soaking. Time to get cooking.